unbelievably strong and loving family members here. Thank you all. Thank you all. Carl Dix and Cornell West are almost about to speak. But before they do, I'd like to introduce the Reverend Jerome McCorry. Reverend McCorry is a civil rights leader. He is one of the faith coordinators of the Rise Up October initiative, and he is a leader in the Stop Mass Incarceration Network. And he and his wife have come all the way out here from Dayton, Ohio. Please, let's give it up for Reverend Jerome McCorry.
Thank you so much, brother. There is a reason why you are here tonight. There is a reason why all of us are here. We are here because if you are in fact not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. If you are not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. If you are not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. While we were in Ferguson doing the national tour, they have an acting chief of police who happens to be an African American. We had just finished a press conference across the street from the police department there in Ferguson. And there were a group of mothers whose sons had been victimized by the police who were roasting a pig. Now, I had said I wasn't going to eat no more pork. But they had written the name Darren Wilson, the officer who killed Michael Brown, on the skin of the pig, and I could not resist myself. Allow me to confess, I ate some pig that day. It is time that we begin to identify what role we're going to play. But that chief of police, that acting chief of police, walked over to me after I spoke at the press conference, and he said real softly in my ear, "You may not believe this, Reverend, but I'm really on y'all's side." Well, he was right. I didn't believe him then, and I don't believe him now. And I say that because if you'll allow me just for 30 seconds to be a man of faith, there is a story that I remember they taught me when I was in seminary. I don't remember everything, but I remember a story or two. It was about a prophet, and if there's anything missing in the religious community, Reverend Phelps, it's we lack prophet preachers. We got a whole lot of folk that talk smack. We got a whole lot of folk that do a lot of things, but we lack prophet preachers. Well, there was a man they told me about in biblical times named Ahab. And they said Ahab challenged the order of the day. 450 prophets of Baal. He said, "I'm going to let y'all go first. Y'all call on Baal. I'll go when you get finished. And I'll call on God, and the one that answers by fire, let him be God." You biblical scholars know that story. But here's the part that often gets overlooked, and it takes a prophetic word to understand it. After the 450 had gone and prayed for a good long time, Ahab stood up by himself. And he said, "Now I'm going to do something different." But the first thing he did was he tore down the old altar. What I'm trying to say is some of y'all want to fix the police by becoming the police. You can't fix policing until you destroy the altar. Somebody ought to say it with me. Solution, revolution. Solution, revolution. It's a system. And you've got to destroy the old system. You can't just keep adding new garment or new cloth to an old wine sack. You got to change some stuff. And that's what this move is about. So tonight, Brother Will Reese is here with me, and we've come because we've decided we want to be true to the cause. We don't just want to honor with a bunch of lip service. They taught me when I was ordained you had to really serve in three ways: your time, your talent, and your tithe. Some of us don't want to pay to play. We just want to play. When you look at these family members, do me a favor, just stand up and face the audience for me. Would you do that? Let's give them a hand. We have put an unfair burden on these families. They travel on their own dime. They tell their stories. The truth of the matter is, if you'll allow me to be real honest with you, I'm going to tell you something. It's the church that faces some condemnation. We don't lift money to pay nobody's funeral. We don't put folks on planes to get them to where their loved ones are, unless you're a member in good standing. There is a role that all of us must play tonight to help these families on this tour, to help these families to get back here on October the 22nd through the 24th, to get the family of John Crawford III from Beaver Creek, Ohio, shot dead in a Walmart store holding a product that Walmart sells, and y'all still happy to go get in line at Walmart. It's a broken system, y'all, and we have a role in it. Families like the family of Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old Clevelander with a toy gun, playing in a park by himself while the police ride down like renegades and kick over car doors and shoot him dead. These families have to travel, and they've been doing it at their own expense. We have to take that burden off of them. They shouldn't worry where the next meal's coming from. They shouldn't be concerned about where they're going to stay when they travel. We now have a goal, the Stop Mass Incarceration Network, of bringing more than 100 family representatives to New York in October, and we gonna get them here. But we need your help in order to make that happen. That's where our offering goes to. I tell folk oftentimes in church, those are the ones that don't invite me back twice, that we take up offerings and we don't never know where the money went. Well, you get an opportunity to see your dime in action, because you're going to be here for October. If you're going to be here October 24th, put your hand together. Just those going to be here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on here. And so it is with that same hand that you clap that I'm going to ask you to reach down deep and do what's necessary to support this movement as you never have supported it before. Now, there's somebody in the audience, and I'm not going to stand up here and pretend that my prophecy just kicked in and I know who you are. I'll be telling a lie, y'all, and I don't want to do that. But there's somebody here with that $500 gift, and you've been itching for the offering time so you can hurry up and get rid of it before either your wife or your husband find out you're getting ready to give it. This is your time. This is your time. Checks can be made out if you have a program. Look at the back of your program. It tells you who to make your checks payable to. And by the way, all of your contributions are tax deductible. We need that person who has that $500 gift. You don't even have to move. Just stand up, and I want to send a family member to come get that $500 gift. One of the family members. We want you to see where your funds are going and who they're going to help. Where's that person with that $500 gift? Come on, get up on your feet. I know you're here. Oh, yeah.